Year 7, it's Miss Bennett again, here to give you a bit of an update on what everybody's been up to and make sure you are all okay and everything is going hopefully as well as it possibly can. So let's start with a bit of a recap over the survey. I am promising you I'm going to try and make this shorter this time. I wish you were here to stop me talking, but you're not. So what did we do over half term? I'm afraid to say our average has gone down a little bit, and it seems that things aren't going quite so well. So please take this opportunity. If there's somebody that you talk to maybe occasionally at school and you haven't heard from them in a while, get in contact, send them a message, maybe see if you can do some video chatting at some point. It would be amazing if you could. On the whole, the people that had done the survey, which is less than I would have liked, so hopefully next time we'll get a higher uptake. But of those people, most of you have been managing to do most of the work, so that is good. And things that you are proud of, I really like this bit. So we've got a Bogart fact file, a drawing of a rose for art, geography, maths, cooking, a World War II puppet, which I know is the homework this week. English work came up a lot, as did geography actually. My artwork and DT work, some science projects, music, somebody was playing along on piano. Again, artwork, lots of artwork came up, and drama work, where they'd taken multiple scenes of a dressed up toy to look like evacuee and took photos, so they'd spent a lot of time and effort putting it into that. But lots of you are proud of lots of your different types of work, and all of you are doing a fantastic job, so keep going with that. What I'm proud of, so as some of you will know, before half term we had a food assessment, and I showed you a couple of the early entries for that food assessment, but I have to say that everybody who submitted work, I was so incredibly proud, I found it really hard to just pick out a few photos this week, so you'll have to bear with me. I have got a few photos from the food, and then there's a few photos of other things later on. Please remember, if there's something that you've done at home that you're proud of, a painting that you've done, a piece of craft you've done, something that you're proud of at home in your garden, whatever it may be, please just take a photo of it without your name in it, without a person in it, and I will try and include it on the PowerPoint. Nobody needs to know it's from you, but just you can show off a bit because you are proud of what you have done. I think you can see there's some beautiful things here. I was so impressed with some of the food that I have seen. It's really incredible. It's probably because you've all got a lot more time than you would normally have at school to make it, but you've put such effort into it, and they look so beautiful. So we've got a lasagna down there with some garlic bread and homemade garlic butter to go with it. We've got some brownies at the top there. We've got some cookies. We have got a burger with wedges and coleslaw, and yes, they made their own wedges and coleslaw as well. We've got some other burgers up there that have been presented really beautifully. We've got a pasta bake that looks fantastic. Look at that beautiful cake that's decorated with the heart on top. Absolutely stunning decoration on that. And then we've got some flapjacks and some amazingly well piped cupcakes there. So yes, there are some more, I'm afraid, because I was just so proud of you. We had a couple of people do fajitas, which they did really good job on. We've got some cookies in there again, really nicely done, really nicely ideas of how to do them. We've got some which are really nice and even, and then we've got others that have been decorated really nicely. We've got a beautiful cake there that's been set up, and the display on that is absolutely stunning. I love the way they put that all together with a cup of tea and the book in the background. Got some gorgeous Yorkshire puddings. I wish I could have shown you the young gentleman's face, but I can't, because he seemed very proud of them, and so he should be. They look amazing, those Yorkshire puddings. I've got a toad in the hole there that is making my mouth water completely. I would very much have liked to have been invited to that dinner. And then we've got some more burgers and skewers up there, and also a beautiful cheesecake at the bottom, which looks very professionally made indeed. All the students have received individual feedback, so this is just me giving you a little bit more information and showing off what they've done. I'm just so proud of you all. So also I've had some artwork from Mr. Relly, so some of your early portraits I think are stunning, really good. I wish I could draw to that sort of level. I am most definitely not somebody who can. And then I've got the 3D optical illusion over there, and I think it's really important you read the message in there. So it says, "My optical illusion art represents that even though we are separated now, we will always be connected." And I think that's such a lovely thing to say. We've got a photograph we've gone there, and some anime drawings, which I can't believe somebody in year 7 has drawn those. Those are so professional, absolutely brilliant. And then right down there in in the corner and in the middle there, I've got somebody who's been painting Warhammer figures, and they look absolutely brilliant, so very, very detailed. And don't forget, if there's anybody who is interested in joining a Warhammer club, I have to say it's not my personal passion, but if there's people who are interested in it, it looks really, really exciting. They think that what they're planning on doing is teaching people how to paint the Warhammer figures, and then also if you're interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons, then you could perhaps do that, and I can set that up for you. I would be the moderator. I'm not going to take part, I'm just going to sit in the background and make sure you're all being kind to one another, and that would be fantastic if people were interested in that, if they could get in contact with me. And then, again, this is another bit I really liked, is what fun things have you been doing in half term? So, somebody got a koi pond, we went on a long bike ride, we were celebrating on birthdays, we had pools, which we were able to go and have swimming or water fights in, dancing lessons on Zoom, we've had chatting with friends and family, we've had meeting up with a friend, hopefully socially distanced, we went for bike rides, we've been cooking, and then somebody was really proud of spending a lot of time on their puppet for making their homework. They've been playing video games, hopefully not too many video games, but playing some of those. We have got meeting up with the granddad while keeping 2 meters away, painting the Warhammer. We have got getting a puppy, that's super exciting. We've got chatting with cousins and family on FaceTime, painting some pictures. I made an electronic photo frame for my great-grandma in Python code using a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus and a touch display. That sounds extremely impressive, so I'm very excited to learn more about that one. Lots of barbecues happening, pool parties, playing games, getting lots of maths certificates. Well done you. Sunbathing, hopefully you had lots of sun protection on so you didn't get burnt. Going on a walk with the family, making a swing, which sounds very good fun as well. So really, really good things that you're doing. What did I do in my half term? So I've just given you a couple of pictures. Sorry if this bores you, but hey, I wanted to share it. So I spent a lot of time with my cat, who's in the middle. I spent a lot of time reading. I made another 2 of my rainbow weavings to go with my big one, so I made 2 smaller ones. And I went for a picnic by a lake one day, which was very lovely, and able to enjoy some of the sunshine outside. So what have you been doing for your mental health? So you have been exercising quite a lot, and you have been chatting with your friends and family, so I'm happy to see that. Reading, that's quite high up on there. Cooking and baking, again, still quite high, well done. And we've also got being creative, so you're all trying to do lots of things, and that's really, really pleasing. And I think you've all got some good ideas. Please, again, make sure that you are chatting with those friends that you may not have heard from for a little while. Don't be shy about it, just get in contact. Everybody's feeling lonely, nobody's going to wonder why you're contacting them all of a sudden. It's okay just to say hi. So, again, I asked you what tips you would give to your fellow year 7s. So, listen to music and go on a bike ride while social distancing. Read. I got the 4th Harry Potter book, so I say read. Take a break from social media and do some baking or something you like doing. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Make sure you make time to do things you enjoy and try to make work as enjoyable as possible. I think that's really important. Don't try and make it a chore. Try and do little bits at a time and try and do it in a way that you can do it more positively. Exercise more, go for a walk, Relax and don't put yourself under too much pressure. Take breaks from social media. It does really help with your mental health. And I promise, I did not write that one. Somebody else did, so good job. Well done you. Have a break after doing a long piece of work. Very good plan. Keep smiling. Who knows, maybe you'll make someone's day by just smiling at them. And it's very, very true. Smiling is infectious. When you smile at somebody, you can brighten up their whole day. Have fun and always remember that the lockdown will be over eventually and you will be able to see your family and friends. So eventually you will be able to do that, and in fact you can start seeing some of them now just at a distance. So you don't have to be right on top of each other. Go outside when you can. Listen to music, dance to it or sing to it. It really does make you feel better. I know, that's why I wrote Dancing Your Socks Off. Dancing your socks off or singing your head off are amazing therapies. So please, please, please try it. Lock yourself in a room if you don't want anybody to see you or hear you, although I'm sure you're all brilliant singers and dancers. Play board games or something with your family. Make a tree swing. And 2 of my favourite quotes can help with what is going on right now. They are, tough times never last, but tough people do, and never regret anything that made you smile. And I think those are all such good pieces of advice. None of them from me this time. They are all from your fellow Year 7, so try and take some of them on board if you haven't already. So, my last thought of the week, and I'm not going to go on too much this time, is random acts of kindness. I would like you, within the next week, to try and complete a random act of kindness. That is when you are kind to somebody just because, and not even maybe sometimes even them knowing who it is. It could be as simple as leaving a post-it note on somebody's door that says how brilliant you think their garden looks. It could be smiling at somebody. It could be that you go and post something nice through one of your friends' doors. It could, during your walk. It could be that you message somebody who you haven't spoken to in a long time to check up that they're okay. So a random act of kindness is not because you are trying to do anything specific. It's just randomly for somebody to make them feel better. So try and see what you can do. And please, I'm going to try and add that to my questions next week. Let me know what you have done if you've managed to do anything. Last of all, things are easing up a bit. Lockdown is easing. But please, please, please still be careful. Make sure that when you're out and about, you stay 2 meters away from anybody who's not from your household. Make sure that you're washing your hands plenty, and make sure that you are being really, really safe. Because you can meet more people doesn't mean that you don't have to be safe. We are still here. We still would like to help you. We would still like things to be okay for you. So if you've got any questions at all, please email myself or email Miss Smithson or Miss Williams, and we will get back to you on how we can help. There are things that we can do to help. I can't magic up the end of lockdown, I'm afraid, but I can try and at least see if I can give you some advice. I'm hoping that next week I'm going to be able to do a live Q&A chat on Teams with you. I will let you know when I've scheduled that, so that if you do want to have a chat with people, doesn't have to be me, it could be some of your friends, we will be able to all meet, as many as we can anyway, for an hour when I schedule it. I will give you more details of that over the email, so keep your eyes peeled. Stay safe everyone, and have a really, really good week.